Whoa! Oh my God. There you go. Hello, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm a little annoyed because I have to do this video again. I have to do it over. I already made the video and basically my computer fell when I was trying to work on editing. It fell and my memory card actually burned in the computer, so I kind of lost all the videos that I made for you guys. So I'm a little annoyed that I have to redo the whole video, but I felt like it's kind of important for us to talk about this one. I feel like we don't have to talk about sex in this channel all the time. This is a social content, this is a social problem, this is a social something that we can discuss. And yeah, I look forward to reading your comments and suggestions. I'm open to anything. Starting today, most of my videos are going to be you know, social content. And yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop talking about, you know, what's good in bed, but or giving advice on whatever we are supposed to do in bed. But I want to say thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe for more content, for more anything. If you like me, you support me, just, you know, hit the subscribe button down there. So today we're gonna be talking about, oh, first of all, let me show off my hair. This hair, it's from my own collection. I'm making the wig. My friend and I have started like a hair company, and it is called Kaliti Hair. It's Kaliti Hair on Instagram. Go ahead and support me if you want to place an order for a wig like this. This is like a Theodora wig. I call it Theodora because this is the first person that actually ordered something like this. It's called Theodora. Anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about the word Akata. I was on Facebook one day, and I'm in one of the pages that's, you know, on Facebook with like Cameroonian people, and on that page there were actually, someone actually posted, shout out to Fabrice, he's the one who actually asked the question, if the word Akata was derogatory. And I was floored by the answers that I read. So I decided to talk about it. I decided to talk about the word Akata. I think that it is important for, you know, not only African Americans to know where it comes from and what it really means, as well as Africans, because a lot of them don't even know what it means or where it comes from. So yeah, we're just gonna be talking about the word Akata. Let's get started. I've been called Akata many times because I actually assimilate some of the American culture, but I came here when I was young, so it's not like, yeah, when I mean young, I was not in my 15s though, but I have had a lot of African American friends and I've been around them. I've been called like Akata because I get mad because I listen to the songs, because I rap, because I do this, that. I have been called Akata so many times, but to me it doesn't really matter. I don't really care, because to me the word is not derogatory. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start with the definition of what Akata means. Okay, I've looked through a lot of websites trying to look for what it means, and some people say that it means cotton pickers. Some people think it means the N-word. Some people think it actually means a wild cat. But the definition that made sense to me and actually made sense is, I think it's a Yoruba, it's coming from a tribe in Nigeria, where it actually says that Akata means a cat that is not living at home. So basically a cat that is not non-domesticated. But a lot of people actually took it and meant that it's a wild cat. So trying to assimilate what everything bad that is happening, or everything bad that African Americans are doing here, and trying to make it as being an Akata is having the negative of, you know, African Americans. I think the definition changed through the generations, because at first Akata just meant people that are not living at home, Africans that are not living in Africa. If you are not living in Nigeria and you were coming here, you were living here in the United States, you go back to Nigeria, they're gonna be calling you Akata. So in starter, the word was not derogatory at all. It just meant us Africans that are not living at home. All these African descents that do not live in Africa are, you know, Akata. Somehow it got to being cotton pickers, being the N-word, being something else very derogatory, very negative. So through the generation, it went through being people that are not living at home to wildcat, like people that are acting out, because a lot of Africans actually think that Black Americans act really bad. And then you have another generation that think that Akata just means Black Americans. Most people don't know what Akata means. Most people think that Akata just means Black Americans, period. So Black Americans or African Americans don't think that because someone is calling you Akata, especially from this new generation, they are insulting you. They are not. They don't even know what it means. They think that it means, you know, just African Americans. Sometimes you gotta do your research. If you think that they are Akata, that means that you living here in the States are also Akata. I'm an Akata. My mom is an Akata. My children are going to be Akata. Even, you know, I don't understand why you guys think that, oh yeah, my tree's up. Don't mind it. But I think by the time you guys see the video, it's in November, but by the time you see the video, the tree is gonna be December. So yeah, my tree's already up, my small tree, and I have my little head here because I make wigs. Got distracted. So we gotta understand that, you know, bad people are all over the world. You guys are thinking that, okay, women, like African Americans, women are a certain type of way, but you go to Cameroon and you have the same and exact thing that, or they act the same way as, you know, African American women. You have like killers everywhere. You have like you got people and subs everywhere. You got like, I don't know. We have got to stop trying to separate African Americans and Africans. Actually, one of the comments that I read was like a lady who was saying that when she was in high school, people were calling her African booty scratcher. And because she was called that, she doesn't mind calling, or she doesn't care that they're being called Akata. Oh my gosh. Do your research. What is African booty scratcher? First of all, just think of the word, because when I was looking for the word, it was made popular by Boys in the Hood. I think it's Boys in the Hood. If you saw the movie Boys in the Hood, it was, you know, it was like kids in elementary school. I think it was like in Los Angeles or something, in California, and the guy was just calling you, oh yeah, you're an African booty scratcher. When you look for the definition of it, it doesn't even make sense. It actually made sense for like when you're in slavery, because apparently African booty scratcher comes from slavery, meaning the slave masters were calling, you know, African slaves to come and scratch their booty when, you know, they wanted. Apparently, I don't know if it's true. I'm not sure if it's true, but that is apparently where the word was coming from. Some people were saying, another comment or another thing that I was reading, some people were actually saying that, oh, do you see the poor kids in commercials, like when they ask for money, you see the little kids scratching their booty with like flies around. And I'm like, okay, if it doesn't pertain to you, why are you mad that someone is calling you African booty scratcher? You can call me African booty scratcher, I'm just gonna be looking at you like, so what? You can call me Akata, and I'm gonna be looking at you again like, okay. I feel like both sides, African Americans and Africans, gotta understand each other's history. The Africans gotta realize that Black Americans they went through a lot with slavery, okay? If they don't know actually that you're just not calling them white cat, Black Americans, but they think that you are calling them slave, and you think that, or you know, cotton pickers, and they think that you guys think that they're better than them, that you guys are better than them. And I know a lot of people that think that they are better than them, but in reality, how are you better? How? Sometimes you just gotta sit down and think about it, like, how are you better? Africans, you guys gotta realize that not every single African American know what Akata means. So if you're calling someone Akata and they've heard this word before, they're gonna think that you are referring them back to slavery, you know, calling them like niggers, or calling them the N-word, or just calling them cotton pickers. So you really gotta be careful when you are, you know, throwing that word out there. I think that African Americans too gotta acknowledge the trauma that Africans went through, and then Africans gotta acknowledge the role that some Africans played in slavery. It's with the acknowledgement and forgiveness that we are going to be embracing each other. I personally call Black Americans Akata sometimes, but it's just because I don't feel like saying African Americans. And if I'm talking to an African, I'm gonna say, yeah, he's Akata. But to me, in my word, it is not derogatory. It's just a word that I have, or that I'm using with my friend to just call African Americans. Is it derogatory? It will depend on the person. If it's like someone that know what it means, you know, where it started, not that derogatory. Now, if you have other people that actually use it negatively when they're trying to like define an African American, and you have people like me who just call African Americans Akata, basically. And I've been called Akata, and I don't care. I'm proud of rapping. I'm proud of twerking at work. I'm proud of wearing, you know, wearing makeup, and I don't care, basically, because it doesn't really affect my being. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Honestly, I'm just trying to show off my wig. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I'm gonna try to have a lot of content, so I'm gonna try to make a video, like a lot of videos this week. Hopefully, and hopefully you're gonna have a lot of content. It's still gonna be social. I really want to talk about what a narcissist is, and when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. So this is going to be my next video, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, follow my hair page. Big, you know, if you want to order a wig, if you want to order this Theodora wig, shoot me a DM and we'll talk about it. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.